Okay, like how many times are they gonna do basically the same guy? I mean, we got the Prime Changer Optimus Prime, we've got the Studio Series Movie 1 Optimus Prime, and now we have Orion Pax. But this isn't Orion Pax when he's in the city. Notice after he gets his transformation cog, so we can actually have the vehicle mode, but it's still... Seriously, guys? Ah, but he's got a new accessory. He's got a new hat! He's got a new hat! So we've got Orion Pax here in the minimalistic plastic packaging with the nice window on the front. I still miss the big old plastic blisters, but I understand those got thrown out way so much. So like, yeah, this is better. Got the cool artwork up over here. We can see his accessories and stuff in there. Wraparound artwork on both sides. We got him on the back here. Orion Pax works in the Energon mines with his best friend D16. And apparently he's got like a hologram thing from the movie. And yeah, let's get him out of the box. Okay, so I've got him out of the box. And I'll do a comparison with the other versions of him in a minute. But let's just talk about him as he is. And as he is, I'm going to be honest, he's not that impressive. So he's got this cool saw-looking weapon thing, and you know, I know it would have cost extra to do, but it would have been worth it. They should have added some mechanized gimmick in here that made the blade spin. That would have been really cool. As it stands, yeah, it's a cool little saw tool mining thing that he can hold with both hands. Okay. His smokestacks, crap, here we go, are packaged separately, and they do cover up 5mm peg ports, which is nice. There is no other 5mm peg ports on them, unfortunately. Can we store? You can store the saw on his back. Ooh, we have weapon storage. Is there a place to store his hologram? Actually, no, not really. And you can peg it on his arm. That's cool. The detail-wise on it isn't too bad. There's some cool molded-in detailing on it. But since it's translucent and so small, it's kind of hard to see. So I'm going to put that off to the side. We're going to put this down here. And let me go ahead and bring in the other Optimuses real quick. So let's go ahead and bring in Orion Pax upgraded to Optimus Prime after he gets the Matrix. And you can definitely see the transition between pre-Matrix Transformer and upgraded Orion Pax Transformer. And let's bring in the Thrilling 30 Orion Pax. And I like how they all have the window chest thing going on, you know. You can put him in the back there. The Studio Series 1 definitely looks good next to Studio Series 1 and the Prime Changer 1. Yeah, this one's fun, but this one looks good. Let me now bring in Film Noir Spider-Man. Let's bring in Scourge. We've got Soda Can. We've got Hubcap. So yes, Studio Series Orion Pax is kind of on the small side. We also, yes, we will still bring in the car guys from Siege of Cybertron. Looking at him straight on, though, he's got a very clean backpack. He's got a clean silhouette. You know, for a robot that just recently gained the ability to transform, it's very, yes, you know, yeah. It's clean, it's straightforward. He's got the wheels directly built into his frame. He literally will be doing yoga with a bit of chest compression going on. His hand is backwards for some reason. His head's on backwards! Why did anyone tell me my hand was so huge? It's a Spaceballs reference in case you didn't understand. I do like the head sculpt they got going on here. It's definitely a good representation of the on-screen character before he gets his prime upgrade, which is really just a straight-up faceplate. It is interesting seeing him compared to the Thrilling 30. It's pretty much just a more youthful version of the Thrilling 30. This is young Orian Pax, and this is Orian Pax that has seen his future already, and he is just done with it. I'm already too old for this shit. Articulation-wise, he's got a ball-jointed neck. He does have some light piping that kind of works. Actually, that light piping isn't too terrible. That light piping absolutely works. You may not be able to see it on camera, but that is some decent light piping. That's the way light piping should be. He's got a hinge and outward swivel. That's a pretty good shoulder joint right there. I really do appreciate that. He's got an over the elbow swivel. He's got a nice double jointed elbow going on. He's got a wrist swivel with an in and out hinge that does help when he's wielding his saw thing. That is absolutely for the transformation, but that is a hilarious waist swivel right there. I don't think we're meant to use that. Bull jointed hips. Unfortunately, he's got the same problem that the other Studio Series Prime has. Is his waist section here wants to pop off. He's got a decent 90-degree knee. He's got an above-the-knee swivel. He's got ankle rockers and toe joints. So he's got all the articulation. He just doesn't look as... like they should have tried to sell this guy before. The problem with the Transformers 1 toys, and it's a problem that a lot of Transformer toys have been having, they release them too late after the movie. Like, here's the movie, and then 6 months later, here's the toys! Guys, the toys have to come out with the movies. Let's go ahead and transform him. I'm actually not remembering how to transform him very well, so this is going to be very, this is going to be very bad and very hilarious. So, we're going to turn the wrists inwards like that. Going to fold the feet down like that. Going to peg the feet together. The chest is going to open up this panel. Flips over. Can I... oh, here we go. The shoulders. Come on. Hinge away from the upper torso like that. And then... ooh, okay, so... the upper torso, there's a hinge on the waist, and then the front grille is going to fold out. And as the front grille folds out from the torso, the front bumper slides down. We got a little bit of an automorph gimmick going on here. Do you see that? That is cool. I like that. I don't think this does anything right in here. I think this is a transformation part that they used on the other ones. Oh, here we go. The backpack. Okay, the head needs to fold in. Okay, head folds down, then the backpack hinges upwards, and then that back panel flips over. Now that I got that back panel flipped over, I can spin the waist around completely, and then tuck the waist section up into the back. Is he basically gonna just lay down for me? I think he really is, because next we're gonna take these fists and we're gonna tuck them up underneath here. Yes, and then this stuff right here, these tabs on the back of the wrist. Oh, what am I doing here? Okay. the crotch plate has to fit up in the back end of the truck, and then these tabs right here are going to slot into these spots on the waist, on the thighs. Then we have that together, and then we can bend the knees back, and we tuck those in back there. And you know what? I'm gonna call that finished, and I'm going to store my saw blade weapon up over here, and we can store the hologram there, and I have him in his. So let me bring in the Optimus Primes and compare them with the Studio Series Orian Pax. Now, you can actually see real quick how the Orian Pax that just learned how to transform, he's got all this exposed robotic junk going on there, but even the Prime Changer tends to hide it away a lot better. And the Studio Series Optimus Prime does a better job converting things all together. But you know, with this one, you forgive it because he just learned how to transform, really. And there he is with the Thrilling 30 Orian Pax. And let's go ahead and bring in our Siege of Cybertron car guys. We'll bring in Hubcap and Scourge in their vehicle modes. Here is Soda Can and Film Noir. So yeah, like I said, he rolls all right. Like I said earlier with the comparison with the other ones, he really does not do a very good job folding everything together and hiding what robot parts he's got showing off. But this is, again, this is a young Optimus Prime. This is him just learning how to transform, and it looks like it. Do you need a young Transformers Prime Orian Pax? Honestly, this is an easy pass. If you want a good Optimus Prime Orian Pax, get either the Prime Changer or the Studio Series Optimus Prime. The auto transformation gimmick is cool up here. There's even a little bit of molded. He's definitely an afterthought figure, but ooh, he's got a cool. He's got a new hat. He's got a new hat. Yeah, he's definitely a pass. Am I glad I got him? Not really. He made for a good video. He's gonna look good on the shelf next to the other Optimus Primes. But there's better places to spend your money, guys. I'm Colwen. That was Transformers. That was Transformers Studio Series Transformers 1 Orian Pax. He's a pretty easy pass. Alright, bye-bye.